Hi there, I'm Yvonne DeCellis. I'm doing this, pardon the movement of the camera. I'm doing this because someone recommended I should do a video. They also said I should do something that tugs at people's heartstrings, and I'm not going to do that because I don't know about you, but I don't like crying, and I'm kind of tired of it. I've gotten to the point where I've cried so much that I give myself migraines, and I don't want to do that anymore, and I sure don't want to do that to you. But I do want to explain why I set up a GoFundMe account. You deserve that explanation, especially if you're thinking of donating to me. First off, if you are thinking of it, thank you for considering it. Any amount will do. It doesn't have to be a big amount. A little tiny amount is fine. The reason I'm trying to get something donated is my husband and I are both disabled. I have multiple sclerosis. I also, since being laid off, have developed fibromyalgia, which I found out I had, and I think it was 2010 that I confirmed that I also had fibromyalgia, in addition to relapsing remitting multiple sclerosis. And then recently, just like a few months ago, I got diagnosed with osteoarthritis. Didn't know that's what it was. I've had pain in my knees for a long time now. I guess I was just dreading finding out it was arthritis, but it is. And like I said, since I was laid off, I'm not saying the name of the organization that laid me off. Believe me, I want to. Lord knows they're made of money. And when they laid me off, they told me they were letting me go because they couldn't afford me. And because what I did wasn't useful to them anymore. I taught people how to do things like make poster prints, that sort of thing, and use Photoshop and PowerPoint to annotate things, blah, 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 blah. But they told me they couldn't afford me anymore, which was not true. Although I wish I had kept a letter I got from my health insurance company about 6 or 7 months prior to me getting laid off. My insurance company sent me a letter telling me that I was costing my employer a lot of money because of all the medical exams I had to have. And it's like, you know what? Newsflash, I didn't choose to have MS. It chose me. I didn't choose it. No one who has this condition wants it. Trust me. So I wish I had kept that letter, because when they said they couldn't afford me, I assumed that's what they meant. And they also did disclose about my illness and cost me 2 really good jobs. After letting me go, I applied for and got offered jobs at MIT that were contingent on them talking to my former employer. And they did talk to my former employer, and in both cases, the job offers were revoked. So they told them something. And from what one of them said to me, I think they told him about the MS, because one of them said, oh, they said you were really wonderful, but they thought a full-time version of this job would be too stressful for you. They recommend you go for something part-time, which sounds to me like they told them there was something wrong with me, which I do believe they're not legally allowed to do. So they cost me some really good jobs that paid close to what I was making there. Ever since then, I had to do temp assignments. I was at one point working, I think, 2 or 3 jobs at the same time. Yes, all the temping and all that extra work made me sicker. Thankfully, I got on disability. The problem with disability, it doesn't even pay half of what I made when I was working before. And when I was working before, I was having a tough time. And now I make less than half of what I was making before. Thank goodness, after waiting about 5 years, my husband and I finally got into Cambridge public housing. There's things about public housing that I don't love. I really don't. I would like to be financially independent. I don't want to have to be on the taxpayer's bill. I'd like to be able to pay for myself. My dream would be to be able to afford a place in the area that we're living in now, but a place that's big enough so that my mother could come live with us. And I just want to be financially independent. My husband is also disabled, and we've been fighting the good fight, trying to get him on disability for a long time now, and we're still not having any luck. I think it's because his conditions are so unusual. He has autism and agoraphobia. So we are currently both living off of my disability, and it stinks. It really does. So again, this video is just to ask for your help and to say that anything you can give, if anything you can give, anything, any amount, even 10 cents is helpful. So again, I'm Yvonne. I need your help. If you can. If you can't, I understand. I know times are tough all over, but if you can help me, that would be much, much, much appreciated. And by the way, to potential scammers and fraudsters, I've had so many people try to scam me, and it just kills me because I'm asking for help because I'm broke. I've had 3 or 4 different people now offer me something like $3,000 to $5,000, which would be wonderful. I would love to say yes to that, except they always finish it off with, well, you have to pay a small fee for that, right? To which I respond, no, I'm asking for help. I'm not asking for you to bill me to help me. So if you're going to offer me a lot of money and then tell me that I have to pay a small fee for it, please save your time and save my time. I don't have anything to give. If it's going to cost me money to get money from you, then I am not interested. So please, again, save yourself some time and save me some time. If you're going to ask me for money, don't bother. I don't have any money to give. That is why I am asking for help, because I don't have anything. I'm sorry, I'm just really frustrated and really sick and tired of people asking me for money when they're knowing that I'm in a position where I'm actually asking for help. I hate having to ask for help. I really do. I like to offer help to people. That's why I have an energy healing how-to channel on YouTube that I want to make better. And that's what I would use the money for. To answer that question, what would the money go to? It would go towards training and equipment so that I can make better videos. Because I'm hoping that my YouTube channel will be something I can use to supplement my income with. And anyway, as always, I say as always because I say this in my videos all the time, but thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me babble. And I guess that's it. Thank you once again. Take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.